Pull up maze. Good afternoon, Codger Biker here, and it's the final part of the ruggedization series. Can you guess what it is yet? Oh baby, baby, what can I do? You know you drive me crazy when I'm looking at you. Here comes the summer, here comes the summer. Apologies, always feels like undertones weather this time of the year, except it isn't. Looks like it's going to chuck it down. Well, you can't actually see what it is, but I think at about 45 miles an hour to about 60 miles an hour, I can hear it. Does that give you a clue? Could be my imagination. Anyway, just going to go and visit the field and I'll show you what it is. Back in a minute. Oh, I do love these lanes. This is what I was born to do. Two wheels down a country lane. That's what I live for. Hi cows. Hello. Hello cows. A lot of cows. Right, I'll ride and then get back to you in a minute. Gravel in the road. Oh, he's got his Union Jack on. It's a bit tattered. And bunting. Flags of the world. Oh, look at that hawk. Whoa. Don't go for me, hawk. There's a hawk. This is where you want to be on a 790 Adventure S. Some nice fields to look at. Must say, fields, I should have come and had a bit of a shout at you. You're looking a bit stunted, but never mind, it's not been a great year, has it? Looks like you've got a crop, that's the main thing. Okay, can you see what it is yet that Ludwig has acquired since the last time I was on here? No, it's quite difficult to see actually, but it's the last part of the ruggedization series. As we get closer, can you spot it yet? Have you spotted it yet? It says Puig, and it's a see-through, or perspex, I think it's acrylic actually, Headlight Guard. So I wanted a clear one because I'm quite sort of fussy about being spotted, so I didn't want anything that obscured the lights, but it provided enough protection for kind of thing I'm likely to get, which is say a stone like this flicking up off a bike in front and hitting it. Hopefully that should protect those very expensive headlights. So if you look at the front, still get the full headlight when I'm going along, and when riding with DRL again there's no metal to obscure it, so that's the final part, I'm afraid. And I'll show you how I fitted it and then I'll get back to the field. This is how it arrived, so if yours doesn't come pre-assembled, this is what it should look like. Now bungs across the top of there, rubber washers. There's a rubber and a rubber there to cushion it against the bike, and the screw fitted in the bottom looks like that. I hope you can see that, because I imagine that might be difficult to put together if you didn't know. Puig always supply such a nice box too, which I always think gives things a feeling of quality, but like when you get an iPhone or an iPad. Quick release in 3 inches of seconds. I suspect the hardest part of this whole job is removing this piece of plastic, because it's not obvious how it's held in, but I'll just show you. It's held in at the top, and here there is a threaded hole which has a plastic. So the instructions, it just shows it being pulled out from the bottom. I found that didn't work, basically because I didn't know what was there, but once you know what's there you can see that it's a plastic lug, and a clip at the top, so I just prised it gently down from the top to release the top, and then went at it sideways and eased it out with a flat blunt blade so that it didn't damage the bike. That's probably the hardest part of the whole thing, is just getting rid of that cover. So the procedure is straightforward. We remove those 2 screws from underneath the headlight, fit this bracket with these replacement screws and spacers, and we fit that screw into the revealed hole that was real when I moved that cover, with a sandwich of nylon washers and presumably that cover on the top that goes on there. Goes on there. One last thing, because I know I shall forget, here's a little bag. That was the cover that goes on the front of the headlight. These are the 2 original screws which went underneath the headlight. Put those away safely, and one day, no doubt, I'll be looking for them. Lovely fields. Yeah, the only thing I would say about it is this is designed for a quick release, so you pull the bottom out and you pull it down and it comes off. Well, it's a little bit flimsy on this peg, so I just got a screwdriver and made sure I pulled the leg out, and then it's solid then. So absolutely solid. Jobs are good enough for what I need. So going over the exact sequence of things that I've put on, not in the right order, but the things I've added. Obviously the Puig touring screen, the Puig headlight guard, the bike buster hand guards, I can never remember the name of these mirrors, the ram mount mirrors, I'll have put that on there, the headlight support, the R&G radiator guard, and I've also added these the rack on the back, which may or may not be staying on, but gives you the sort of full idea of what the bike will be like when next, if ever, I get to go on an adventure. Everything's been cancelled this year so far, but yeah, I'm very pleased with the bike as it is now. That's about as far as I want to go. The only things I could do to it now would be to improve the suspension, which would lift the seat height, and I'm not doing that. I know that there are lowered suspensions. I think it's 98 cold. Hope I got that right, 98 cold. If not, I'll have put you on the screen. Brilliant video on that. If you are a shorter rider, you should check that video out. He's lowered his suspension with good suspension too, but it's enough for what I need. I know some people go, oh, it's not as adjustable as the R. Well, I don't need an R, not for this kind of riding that I'm doing here. The other thing that I definitely could do is change the tyres, because these trail riders are okay when they're new, but they don't last very long, and they're not brilliant for off-road, as you can probably see on there. The front one's actually perished. It's only, what, 15 months old, so they're getting changed next week. But as I've already got an Avon trail rider, the one on the back will be another trail rider, because I've had it for a year. It's brand new. I bought it for my Africa Twin, so that's going on the back. The front may be another trail rider, or I may go with something else. We'll see. So I'm going to ride some more. So when you get onto a place like this, you realise how heavy these bikes are. They're okay for adventure biking, but you know, you do feel the weight once you get onto a lane, even a little lane like this. But it is nice, stand up and just adventure ride a little bit. Lovely. Lovely bit of lane. Oh yeah, so I did mention that I had noticed a noise when I was riding, and I wonder if the wind passing up underneath the plastic lens has created a minor noise between about 45 and 55 miles an hour. It is nothing, it's just that when you ride a bike a lot, I'm always listening. I always use my ears. That's my first fault detector, is my ears always. Yeah, so I don't know if you can see what the wind can go up through there, and there's these blades here which hold the top part, so maybe there's some resonance slightly being caused by that. It's not a problem, it's just a different sound that I've not noticed before, and I tend to notice things pretty quickly when I go out on a bike. Other than that, it's very good. It's got a dead fly on it already, look. So I think that's great. See-through, strong enough to take stone strikes, and it's not going to overheat the headlight because it's cut out round the actual metal guard, so there's a gap there. So there's a gap either side of the heatsink, it doesn't touch at any point. So yeah, I'm very pleased with that. Understated. The only thing I've noticed, if you touch it with your fingers, you do need to clean it off. Other than that, it's fine. I like Puig stuff, I have to say. So it fits with the Puig windscreen. I did wonder whether that bit hanging down there would prevent it from working, but no, it works together, so they've obviously thought about that when they've made it. In the middle of nowhere, maybe, don't know where I am. I'm just taking it easy, and this bike is perfect for this. I'm saying go right at the end of here. I think I might just allow the KTM My Ride to take me back. What a lovely day. We even got sunshine after I was moaning. Thank you, sun, coming out. Aha, that's when it's good to have your guard on, isn't it? They're moving the combine, I think. Dust and dirt. And again, you know, because it's a 800cc bike, when you need a bit of acceleration, you've got it. Okay, well, after a lovely ride, the countryside, got a bit lost, which is nice. Lovely sunshine. I'm going to say, if you want to see all the various things that I've done to ruggedise my bike, for me, I put them all together in a playlist, so you can watch that, the ruggedisation playlist. And next week the bike's in for its belated annual service and tyre changes, so I'll probably be back then. So, hope you're having a good day, staying well. Codger Biker is out!